Oh, can you see me? I can kind of see myself, so that's all you need is a little silhouette just to know I'm here. You might be able to see my movements a little bit. I just remember what I was going to talk about earlier. It's going to be a weird conversation, but I think it's something. It's what I planned on talking about, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. All right. So I think a lot about life, the purpose of life, okay? I go deep. I'm like, where does universe come from? How does biology even exist? How do we exist? You know, like this planet with biology and the chemistry that gave rise to biology and all the diversity of life. And you got trees and we're from the same lineage as trees and we got fucking intelligence and stuff. How did intelligence come about? We're monkeys, we're social, all that stuff. Think about it all, okay? It played, our own creation. I'm like, what the freak? How do we even exist? But out of that, here we are. You know what I mean? And, I say that most of our psychology comes, I don't even know why I exist. I don't know why I exist. I don't know why I have intrinsic drives to do all types of stuff. I see a good looking girl, I'm like, ooh, baby. You know what I mean? Like we have intrinsic drives just for everything we have. We have intrinsic drives and we don't even know why I exist, okay? And I just think so much of what we do is part of that, you know what I mean? And that, this intrinsic drive stuff, right? And so I'm thinking about it. So I'm like, okay, so here we are. We're part of this like system. I say like we're part of like an evolving universe. Like we're just part of the universe that's changing and evolving. Biology developing on planet Earth. We're just part of it. You know what I mean? You see all these trees and stuff. I see birds flying, like pelicans with beaks and like reptile feet. I'm like, dude, that's like an old dinosaur evolved. It's like a pterodactyl, just a little bit smaller. Like we're part of this evolving biome on the planet, right? And to me, this planet with its evolving biome of life is just part of the evolving universe. And we kind of got signs that we think there's a big bang and it's kind of a linear progression. There's gonna be heat death and stuff. So it's like, okay, so we got an evolving universe. That's basically what I see. So I think I'm like, okay, follow that trend. Okay, we developed as part of this intelligence, blah blah blah. What is that like an end goal maybe? Like what's the end goal of it? Okay, so I think that shit through. I'm like, okay, so intelligence, what is intelligence? What do we do as intelligent beings? Okay, we're like the most dominant species. We're cooperative, social, right? And we kind of run this shit on planet Earth, We're like, reminds me like kind of like what it says Adam and Eve came to like tend to the Garden of Eden type shit. It's like, okay, we're out here. We're the dominant species, apex predator. We got technology. We're creating machines. We can like cut down a whole forest we want to. We can build. We can, sow seeds and grow up whole forests and shit like that. We can change the whole shit. I've said this before, but we're like the new natural selection. Like we're part of nature, and we're out here. We're like, hey, I like that breed of dog. Let's breed it. This one, throw it in dirt. You know what I mean? Trees, plants, everything. We're like the new natural selection. We're changing the whole system, whole situation, right? And so that seems like what intelligence does. It kind of manages the situation a little bit. It's like naturally as intelligence, we want to manage it in a way that's beneficial to ourselves. Like, okay, we can, here, we're going to plant these trees and we're going to eat them next week, Okay, next year. All that type of good stuff, right? Not trees, plants, whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what intelligence does. We kind of manage the situation around us. We're like, hey, we're intelligent enough we can create a system right here and do this and do that, and we can benefit from it. So we manage the situation, but we also, do it to kind of benefit ourselves. And if we're really smart, we can already see how we're just part of this biome. And like I'm breathing oxygen right now that these trees give off. It's a perfect situation. We ain't got to do much to it. It's perfect. Might do a little bit here and there just to tweak it a little bit and, get a little bit of extra output. Generally, this is a beautiful fucking natural planet. It's beautiful. I come out here, I love nature. Like, I don't, like, whenever I'm out in the fucking city and fucking houses and stuff, I feel like I'm a life support, like artificial life supports. Like, we got air conditioning, heater, TV, and I don't need none of that. I like being out here. I'm like bootstrapped to this nature. I'm bootstrapped to the universe. Like we're all bootstrapped. We're part of this. Like I said, we're, part of the evolving universe. We're all just like, I breathe air. I'm breathing like a chemical that's just like existing on this planet. You know what I mean? And I was like, you look at outer space and shit. And like we got this little film of an atmosphere and like the whole, I don't know, just the whole thing's crazy. So we're just part of this evolving universe. We're just part of this shit, right? And I see a lot of the stuff that we do, I think, I'm kind of hitting on a lot of points here. I think a lot of what humans do these days was to first, it kind of started as people trying to prove they weren't animals. They're like, oh no, we're sophisticated. So we're so sophisticated that we doo-doo in our own house and flush it into our rivers that we then drink from. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that humans do is just weird, yo. It is, and people don't even know it. It's because they're trying to prove they're sophisticated. They're trying to do all this kinky, unnatural shit to define themselves or kind of contrast themselves to animals. They're like, look, I'm not an animal. I would never, squat down on Mother Earth and let loose. Yeah, so I think it started with that. A lot of stuff we have is people just trying to prove I'm no animal, I'm sophisticated. I eat with a fork. I dare not pick up my food with my hand. That is so barbaric. It's y'all crapping in your own house. Shut up. You know what I'm saying? And I know personally, I spend so much time in nature, I know what I'm part of. This is, I eat the food off of these trees right here, you know what I mean? I'm part of this biological system, you know what I mean? But still, back to the point. We're part of this whole system, and it's progressing. It seems like in a linear direction, and it's giving rise to intelligence. And here we are, intelligent. We got our hands free, so we can craft stuff, make machines and stuff. We're smart. We got language, so we can write down knowledge and pass it on and shit. I'm telling you, we're good. We're evolving. We're advanced. And to me, I say we're already an advanced civilization. We got rocket ships going on, all types of stuff. Splicing genes, dude, we're fucking awesome. I love you, man. I love this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the question still is in my mind. I'm still out here. I still know I'm part of nature. You know what I'm saying? I still see these trees. I'm like, that's an angiosperm. That's just 300 million years old. You know what I'm saying? I look at a fucking pterodactyl flying through the air and shit. And then I see an airplane. On the other hand, I'm like, oh wow, dude, we're advanced. But I'm still out here in this Jurassic Park looking at shit. You know what I'm saying? These old rivers that have been winding down the same fucking way millions of years. It's just amazing. And I'll just mention this real quick. Relative to the geology, the biology on the surface, it changes rapidly. And I mean, they say the Earth's 4.5 billion years old. And they say the universe 13.5, judging by some fucking microwave radiation background shit. I don't fucking know I don't remember the details. But yeah, so I just asked, I'm like, okay, so we're part of the changing universe. Here we are, the planet's part of it. Biology on the planet, surface of the planet is part of it. We're part of that. What is it going? What's it doing? And like I'm saying, it's giving rise to intelligence, at least on our fucking neck of the woods, you know what I mean? And our planet. Here we are with a dominant species. Now we're the new natural selection. We're running this shit. It's okay, so that seems to be part of it. And so the natural course of action seems to give rise to intelligence to the point that we're okay, now we manage the situation. And like I said, if we're really intelligent, we're going to see it's already a really nice fucking situation. So all we're going to do is be oh, this is good. Just take care of it. If anything, improve it, just fucking water these plants and shit. And, might tweak it here or there to get a little bit of an output, all right? So to me, I look at that and I'm like, I guess that's what it is, man. We're out here, we would, the universe, whatever gave rise to us, and where the universe came from, don't know. What gave rise to this whole evolution, this whole existence, don't know. But here we are, and it seems to have a direction, a linear progress, and we're part of it. And so, just going off of that. But yeah, it gave rise to intelligence. Here we are. I hate how people are so you say God, and people are oh, they just think books, religion. Dude, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where did this come from? Where did this whole functioning universe with, the way that it changes, that gives rise, where did this come from? I'm not talking about no book. I'm saying, where did this really come from? Science. Let's where, if anything, science is under, trying to understand the universe. It's gonna it's trying to figure out where we came from, you know what I mean? And wherever we came from, that's what I mean when I'm talking about a God, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about no book, you know what I'm saying? So God, don't get me wrong when I say that. A creator, whatever, where this came from. And but it just has this obvious, we're a creation. However you want to say it, we exist. You know what I mean? And I don't know. So I just look at it and I'm kind of just looking at the whole system, judging the trajectory, and here we are as part of it. I'm like, okay, so, you know, you got look, the fucking pterodactyl in the sky. You see that bitch? It's a fucking pterodactyl. Highly evolved one, a little bit smaller, so, you know, it doesn't have to eat too much food. Managing, you know, that's what natural selection created, man. It's a fucking pterodactyl, man. I don't know if it's connected, but, you know, it's the same shit. Lays eggs just like old reptiles and shit. A dog. What's a dog? Canine? Where did that come from? Dude, I love biology, man. The whole thing's crazy. But, no, we're part of this changing fucking universe, you know what I mean? And, we're just one. We got a cool system. The planet with the setup, with the star, with the moon. I'm not even talking about the moon. That's a very skeptical, sketchy. The moon's a little bit odd. It's a little bit big. It's a little bit not rotating. A little bit, hey, what's up with that moon? That doesn't seem too natural there. But yeah, we got a good system. We're part of the changing universe, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as far as I can tell, biology is a natural thing, you know what I mean? And, you know, and we're part of it. Like, you know, I gotta keep it real, dude. There's probably fucking a shit ton of aliens out there. I'm just saying that, like, right off the bat. We got such a huge universe. We got that little Hubble telescope picture where they just stay on one little spot for, like, fucking however long they did. And deep space, whatever, probe, whatever they do. And galaxies, like, it's like just total galaxies everywhere. And each galaxy is just like this huge gazillion. Dude, there has to be some freaking, we're just one little living thing out of the whole whatever, right? That's what I feel like. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm pretty sure there's some aliens out there. Extraterrestrial life, you know, the systems that we have, the chemistry that life is built on, dude. I guarantee out of that whole everything, there's something else going. It doesn't even, you know, there's a possibility that the life works in a different way. You know, we got DNA and it works how it works with the cell. Dude, it could work some other way. You know what I'm saying? It could be something else. Just it's chemistry, and the chemistry naturally has these electrochemical gradients, and there's the interaction itself is like living. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, like it's gonna move. There's movement. There's change. You know, that's living. It's a changing universe, and we're just part of it. But anyway, what I'm trying to get to is the natural trajectory. You know, if we like, you always try to figure out what's the purpose of life. And it's like, so I'm like, okay, what is the purpose of life? I don't know. Let's look at what the universe is doing. Like, okay, I'm just assuming maybe a guy created this universe, set it into motion, right? And out of it, you know, I think of it kind of like a computer program. Like the laws of physics are like an operating system, like in, you know, the way that everything's played out after the Big Bang or whatever. It's kind of like a computer program. And it's just played out this way, you know, and like here we are. So I'm like, okay, maybe something like that. You know, but either way, I feel like, okay, so probably a creator. And here we are. I don't know where we came from. Nobody knows where we came from. We just exist, you know what I mean? And I think it's beautiful. I love this beautiful natural world. I love these trees. I love the smell of everything. I love the chemistry. Being part of this, I hear the water. You hear the water? You see? I can see the water. I don't know if you can. I just love being part of this whole system, you know what I mean? And it feels so real when you're like immersed in it, you know? Like there's dense air. Like it's almost like being on the water and like you paddle your hand and you can like feel the resistance. It's like when you got dense air, it's like almost the same thing. You can smell it. It's like dissipation of chemicals and stuff through it. You smell these plants, whatever they're giving off, hormones and stuff. I don't know. I'm part of this biome, yo. I'm not gonna pretend. But anyways, you know, as far as I can tell, it's some natural creation. I'm just part of it, right? The whole thing, right? And if we want to figure out what the purpose of life is, I say, what is God's plan? You know, what did God set into motion? What is His universe doing? You know, if nothing else, I just don't want to go against, you know, God's plan. I don't want to go against what this universe is doing. I want to get with the program. You know what I mean? I don't want to go against the grain. I want to go with that. You know what I mean? And like I said, naturally it seems okay. We have the development of intelligence, part of the biome, and we manage our situation. So if we're gonna manage the situation, what are we gonna do? We're gonna be like Adam and Eve, you know, tend to the Garden of Eden. Like the best thing we can do for our own survival is take care of this biome because I'm part of it. You know what I mean? Because we're part of it. You know what I mean? We have evolved with this specific, you know, amalgam of biology and, you know, the chemicals that it gives off and puts in this atmosphere. We are made for this. We coexist because of it. And we don't want to go digging up too much stuff, burning it in the air, you know, whatever, setting off volcanoes and whatever. We don't want to do crazy stuff. We want to survive, right? And so with our intelligence, we should do what's necessary to survive. And that would really just be take care of the situation that we already got, because we're so perfectly fit for it, evolved. It's like, dude, it's perfect. And that's just here on planet Earth. If we want to go beyond that, we go to other planets and terraform them, whatever we want to do, stuff like that. If you want to take it really far, I don't know, like, what is the purpose of existence? I mean, that's just a good question to me. I'm just like, dude, what do we exist for, you know? But if you want to take it really far, like, maybe we'll go to other planets and terraform them and nurture that biology there. You know, maybe our planet is something like that. Maybe there's aliens out there. They say, you know, here's a good little planet. It has a nice situation. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they changed it and set it up and planted some seeds, and here it is, growing into like this big old, you know, diverse ecology, you know what I mean? I don't know. Or maybe it's a natural thing. I don't know. Just imagine, what are we going to do like way into the future? Like if we do go to outer space, we start flying around, let's say there is no intelligent life, what are we going to do? We're going to go terraform everything and make it awesome. We're just going to like recreate Earth elsewhere, because this is awesome. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to do nothing else. We ain't going to, no, we're just going to create Earth Part 2, Earth Part 3, Earth Part 4. And that's if it's not already like, you know, I'm telling you, if we go space direction, you know, if we start going to other planets and stuff, there's no aliens out there yet, what are we going to do? We're going to create Earth Part 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to just recreate Earth everywhere, because that's what's so good for our existence. And but that's also life, you know, so we're spreading the seed of life. So it's like life that like takes care of itself because we depend on it, and then we spread that seed elsewhere. And it's just like, oh, that kind of makes sense. And I don't know. So to me, when we say what's the purpose of life, I just feel like it's part of that, just like being the kind of like it says, the Adam and Eve tends to the Garden of Eden. You know, take care of the life that exists already and help it, you know, progress more. You know what I mean? Progress, whatever. Progress more. Yeah, progress more. No, so yeah, I could just, you know, to me, that's where I look. When I'm saying, what's the purpose? Like, why do we exist? I just look at the whole thing changing. Why do we exist? You know, God, tell me. So I just look at the situation. What is God's, you know, creation doing? And I'm telling you, it gives rise to us, intelligence, and, you know, naturally, we want to take care of our situation so we survive. So what we're going to do, we're going to take care of it and go spread it elsewhere. You know, so that seems like the purpose of intelligence out of biology being created. It's like, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take care of the situation and spread life further. It's just like, it seems like the universe has like this plan of just like a life spreading, and like intelligence is just part of that plan. Here, like we're gonna go other fucking, you know, planets, go spread some more life, and it's like the whole universe is trying to come alive with consciousness. That's what I feel like. I know that probably sounds weird to some people, but that's what it is, dude. The whole universe seems like it's trying to come alive with consciousness. You know, we're going to go spread our seed to other planets and create diverse biome, Earth number 3. And then we're going to be over there, living over there. People going to make babies, and boom, more people, more intelligence, more life, more consciousness, more the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that seems to be the what we're doing. It seems like the purpose, if anything. You know, just you know, just helping the universe come alive with more life. You know what I mean? And I think that's awesome. And I think if we could see that, we'll be good. You know, we ain't gotta even think too much. We're like, yeah, that's the purpose. You know, whatever. It's very simple. I feel like I think there's a lot of, I don't know. I just think if we can see that, we can get with the program. Like I said, if anything, you just don't want to be going against God's plan. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Let's get with this. And that's why I love nature. I'm just out here. I'm like, ooh. And that's why I want to, you know, explain, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of people that are very selfish. And I don't think they even think about the type of stuff I'm talking about. I personally do. I'm just an inquisitive guy. I'm like, hey, what do we exist for? Somebody tell me. So I'm like, all right, nobody's going to tell me. I heard out everybody, they got their weird ideas and stuff. I'm like, hold on. So let's look at the situation for it. We got science telling us what's going on. We got what's the universe doing? God, why do we exist? Tell me with I'm looking at your plan that's already in play. You know, like, I'm just going to get with the program. Like, what's happening here? Here's what's happening. We're living. We're coming to life. We're becoming intelligent. And we're managing our situation. And taking care of it, and I'm telling you, we go to other planets, I'm telling you, we're just gonna terraform exactly like Earth. That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, hey, we're gonna make this exactly like Earth. We're gonna, go plant the seed of life there, and we're gonna live there, and we're just gonna have more terrain to live on, and keep spreading intelligence and life. And oh my goodness, I like it. So I think if people could see that, there won't be too much. It might be helpful, getting everybody like kind of properly aligned with God's plan, you might say. As opposed to, there's a lot of selfish people out there just like, here's what I'm doing with my life. I'm just being a selfish person. I don't care. I'm going to dig up some stuff and burn everything down because I want to do that because God gave me free will. It's like, well, He gave me free will and I could kick you in the balls. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we don't really need that. If we could just get with the program, boom, we could set this shit straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, there's so many people out there. There's a lot of conflict, a lot of selfish people, so much selfishness. And, there is the intrinsic purpose of, still evolution. There's still competition for like survival and reproduction, It's like naturally, I want to make babies with the most beautiful girl there is, naturally. Everybody, I'm pretty sure, and that could be selected or, subjective, what I think is the most beautiful. But generally speaking, I want to make babies with the most beautiful girl I can find. Maybe 100, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just our natural thing to procreate and survive or whatnot. And so there's competition in that way. I want to survive. I want to be, the big man, and I want to have 1 million babies with all these beautiful girls. And, there is that type of behavior. But it's like, if it's causing too much, and that's why we kind of have leveled it out and created certain, you're supposed to get married and have a family, and that's functional too. Having a family and stuff, you can raise your kids to be functional, and we create a system. There's just so much, but it is a natural part of our survival to be competitive for survival, to make babies and survive, feed them, all that good stuff. But generally, if we collectively want to get on track, I think it's good to see this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's just what I've kind of come to see after, I guess, a good while of, just asking questions and just really analyzing it. Thankfully, science, we got the false record. I always talk about Charles Darwin with his insight on how the whole evolution worked and stuff, the survival of fittest. I'm like, oh my gosh, that gave us such good, traction in understanding the universal process of life, at least, and we understand with the chemistry of it and everything now with DNA. And so, thank you, science, for hooking us up with the info to kind of see what's going on here. Like I said, what's the purpose of life? Ask God. Don't ask. That's what I did, and that's basically what this is. This is just, I'm looking at the natural, things going on, and I'm saying, hey, here's what's going on, and following that natural progression, whatever you want to call it. And so hopefully this is insightful. Hopefully, helps you guys out. I think we should all collectively see this already. It's just follow the pattern, God's plan. I'm telling you, it's so much better to be with the grain and go with God's plan. You don't want to be going against God's plan. You're a dummy. We don't want to be going against God's plan. We need to bootstrap our situation straight. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. With that being said, I thank you guys for listening. I'm going to get out of here. Got things to do. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, that's all. I could ask you to do like all these people on the fucking internet do these days. Subscribe and share this, like, da-da-da-da-da. That's up to you, man. I ain't trying to get y'all to do too much. If you think this is useful, go ahead, do what you want to do. I really don't. It's what it is. So I thank you guys for listening. Much love. Peace out. Let's all get right? Right. Much love.